hello there. Good afternoon, I guess, would be more appropriate. So out of the many inspiring programs and panels that I had the opportunity to attend while at the 57th Commission on the Status of Women, I wanted to speak with you guys about the Cuban Literacy Campaign of 1961. So during this panel, I was able to watch a truly inspiring documentary called Maestras. Maestras is actually Spanish for teacher. So after the showing of the documentary, the director, Catherine Murphy, spoke to us a little bit about the movement. So I'd like to share with you the trailer of the documentary.
Un año en que cada cubano que supiera leer y escribir enseñaría a cada cubano que no supiera.
Yo estudiaba en el preuniversitario y entonces me enteré, hicieron un llamado por la AJR que empezaba en ese momento, que quien le interesaba ir a alfabetizar. Me anoté en una planilla, me llamaron enseguida. Fui del primer llamado, los primeros que fueron a alfabetizar, el primer llamado.
Desde que conocí que se estaba haciendo esa convocatoria para la alfabetización y que se estaba pidiendo que estudiantes de la ciudad fuéramos al campo a alfabetizar, a mí aquello me entusiasmó muchísimo. Y mi mamá puso el grito en el cielo. Cuando ya yo la tenía bastante convencida a ella, y mi papá había hablado, vino lo del ataque de Playa Girón.
En ese tiempo tenía 15 años, acababa de cumplir mis 15 años. Me quedan años y que suceda alguna otra cosa, pero hasta hoy, en mi reciente 58 años cumplido el 22 de mayo, no tengo otra cosa con una fuerza tan grande como esa y que me evoque a su vez, cuando comienzo a hablar de ella, me evoca para la historia de mi vida las cosas más importantes que he realizado.
So here's a little overview of what I got out of this session. So the campaign started with over 100,000 youth volunteers, mostly under the age of 18 and mostly women, to teach over 700,000 people to read and write. For many of these teenagers, this was really the first time away from their families and the first time to really teach reading at all. So these teenagers were predominantly from the city, and then so they had the tools necessary to receive a proper education. So then they take these tools that they have and they go out into the rural mountainous areas and teach families to read and write. And the teachers really became a part of the family. They would work with the family during the day in the field, and then at night they'd help them prepare dinner, and then after dinner they would prepare the lessons for them. And for the families, having a maestro was something to be prideful of, to almost boast about. So this campaign was really uplifting for everyone involved. It provided the newly literate people with a sense of accomplishment and autonomy. One particular woman whom I found intriguing was a 7-year-old girl who went out and she worked rather close to her home, but she went and taught an older male how to read and write. 7 years old. So this group of motivated youth in Cuba achieved a 98% literacy rate within a year. They had successfully built a nationwide education system that was sustainable. Within the first year, Cubans could read and write at a first grade level. This campaign continued until they reached a 9th grade reading level, and this happened by many more waves of this tutoring system being adopted. So this wasn't something that they just picked up and were fired up about for about a year and then they abandoned. They have stuck with this issue and invested in the population. At the end of the first year, the maestros returned to their families. But first they marched in victory. Thousands and thousands of maestras carrying huge pencils which symbolized the triumph of teaching participated in this victory march because they had truly won a battle. Not only did this campaign improve the literacy rate and uplift a majority of the population, but it also provided the maestras with a sense of accomplishment, of satisfaction. Many women reported that this was the most accomplished time of their lives, and that nothing is more fulfilling than investing in an issue and seeing the fruit that is produced from that investment. By these women teaching at such a young age, it really made them realize what they could accomplish in the world. It unleashed possibilities that otherwise were seen as unreachable and provided them with higher self-esteem levels. Literacy is a women's issue because it's a human rights issue. Literacy provides freedom, it allows access to religious texts, to governmental documents, and it provides access to truth. It allows for oppressed people to be released from the chains, for women and men to think independently. It allows for thoughts to be preserved and passed down, and it allows for a whole other side of history to be recorded. Because traditionally, only wealthy men had access to education. So this campaign allowed for poor men, for women, and for children to be able to write their own stories. Literacy is key for survival and essential for empowerment. So while we think that this problem has long ago been eradicated, it is still very prevalent in our world and our America today. According to UNESCO, which is the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, about 1 billion people, or 26% of the world's adult population is illiterate. So 6% of the world's population do not have access to basic rights. Women and girls make up most of this. This campaign provided literacy for every person in the household, and it provided a truly equal playing field. So in conclusion, I am very thankful for this opportunity to expand my knowledge on many issues, and I'm even more thankful that I can come back and share them with you guys.